Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi. I hear your mom is doing a big like training right now. That's kind of exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so tell me, with your practice this week, what has been your favorite thing you've been working on?
What'd you say?
Oh, I just asked, what's your favorite thing you've worked on this week?
Um, Probably. I liked all of the pieces.
Oh, they're all so fun, right? What about, so I know
Mm.
that we are working on memorization for one of them, which it's like so close. We just had that one spot last time that we were like, what's there? And then we remembered and then we were able to get it. So are you feeling better with the memorization on that one now? You feel like you got it locked in?
Yeah.
Nice. And then tell me, what are some of the biggest challenges with some of the things we're working on now? Did you work on the wrist lifts, the
Mm,
floating wrists? How your wrist
yeah.
leads when you go up and down, that gentle wrist float feeling? Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Does that feel kind of funky? Or is it starting to feel a little more natural? Like it's like, oh, okay, I can feel how this works with the piano and the phrasing.
Natural.
Good. It's starting to feel a little better. I know when we first were doing
Natural.
it was a little like, this is a little weird, you know? But if you place it at the end of those phrases, da 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 da, and kind of float the wrist and go back down, it creates this really nice, like light lift off of the keys, like a nice delicate easing off of them. And it also is going to be nicer on our joints than like a kind of a thing. So we do this like flowing, kind of like swimming fishy kind of movement where the wrist leads up and then the wrist leads back down as well. Yeah. Good. I'm glad you worked on that. Did you work on that feeling of letting the weight drop with your arms into the keys for when we want to be
Yes.
loud? That feeling of like
Yes.
drop. So we let this energy from the back flow through your shoulder, flow through the arm, and then into the keys. And we get a lot more power without feeling like we're really like, like banging on the keys with just our finger muscles, or even our wrist. We're using the body to support. Yeah. Awesome. Good. I'm glad to hear you worked on those things a little bit. I know those were some technique things we've been working on. So, where do you want to start? Which piece would you like to begin with? Do you want to start with the memorization one,
Um.
the Roadrunner one?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we start there?
Yeah.
Since you've been, getting that one memorized, let's start with that one. Hear where it's at. If you want to take a second and look at it and then try from memory, that's okay. Or if you just want to give it a whirl and see where it's at, that's okay too.
Okay. So I don't have it right here. It's over there.
Oh, okay, great. So you're gonna just try it. Love it.
Oh, I'm going too fast.
Oh, that's okay.
I gotta restart.
Okay, wonderful. All right, so now that we tried it at a little bit of a slower tempo, could we try it just a little bit faster than that this time? Yeah, because you're like, all right, I got it. Got it at the slower tempo. So let's try it not a lot faster, but just a little bit faster.
Oh, I got wisdom. I'm going too fast.
Oh, that's okay. So try to go somewhere between. So just think of like where you started before, maybe but and we're gonna go about. And now you're going trying to go like da 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 da, and that's too fast, right? So let's try about like bum 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 bum. So it's not quite as fast as you're going now, but it's not quite as slow as before. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did I do the second part already?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. See, that was great. Yeah. So sometimes, I say faster and then you wanted to go way faster. So we build incrementally. We just go like, here's my tempo, bum, 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 bum. And then we go bum, 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 bum. And then we go bum, 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 bum. And then ba 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 bum. And then ba 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 bum. And ba 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 bum. Right. So we have to, instead of going from that slow tempo to all of a sudden fast, we have to kind of build gradually. Yeah. But I definitely think it's coming along. A lot of beautiful stuff, and we didn't have any of those flub ups we've had in the past. Those spots that have been tricky in the past. We've cleaned all of that up. So I would love to start hearing now a little more of the expressiveness in it and the contrast for the different sections, like the A section that dun 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 dun. And then when you get to the bump 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 bump, bump, bump. Try to have a little more contrast with the way we're articulating, like in the A section, a little more fluid and smooth. And then when you get to that B section, more bouncy, light staccato. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, so you're going to have more of the bouncy staccatos there, right? So that
Mm-hmm.
articulation is going to change. We can also play with our dynamic levels, our louds and softs. Yeah. So can we go again at the same tempo you just took and play with the articulation changes as well as your louds and softs?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It'll make it much more dramatic and compelling.
I gotta restart.
Okay, that's fine.
Dang it. I keep forgetting that one note.
Oh, that's okay. Try again. Okay. Good. Yeah. So sometimes when we're focusing on something that's a new thought or something we're just continuing to work on and develop, like the expressive elements, the articulation, the louds and softs, we can just have little funny mistakes that happen because our brain is occupied elsewhere. So don't feel bad if you're working on something like that and you go, oh, I messed up that spot. It's okay, because the things we were focusing on were improving. Yeah. Could you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So I want you to play with more of those qualities this week. Yeah. Could we go to our treasure piece, our pirate's treasure, Lost Island, mysterious piece, our big challenge piece? Though at this
Mm.
point, it's gotten so much better that it's like, psh, not even that big of a challenge anymore, right? All right, so let's hear that lost treasure.
Wait, what? I gotta redo that. Wait, what? Oh, my fingers are stretching too much.
Oh, we're reaching too far. Let's try it again.
All done.
Awesome. Yeah, good. So I know last time we were working on cleaning up our rhythms a little bit. That was one of the things we focused on. And we were working on keeping it very steady with the rhythms. Um, because there were parts where we wanted to speed up and slow down. That I can hear that you're being more intentional about that. So I would say it's not totally there, like perfect yet, but it's definitely made progress and we're on track with that. So we're on the right path. Um, so what would you say at this point, in your opinion, is going really well in this piece? Your favorite thing about it?
Um, Probably the rhythm.
Yeah, okay, good. That you feel like you can tell that that's improved a lot.
Yeah.
One of the things last time that we were focusing on, you remember at the ends of phrases, sometimes we have like a half note or a whole note, and it needs to hold out a little bit longer. Like the earlier part of the phrase will go a little bit faster, and then the end of the phrase we need to sustain on. And so one of the things was that you were kind of like jumping in too early on the next phrases. So I definitely could hear the difference there. One of the things that can really help with that is kind of sing the piece in your head and think, if I was singing this, how would I sing it? Because singers have to take time to take a breath. Whereas with piano, we don't have to do that, right? So if I go like da 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 da. Right? I have to take that time to take a breath between phrases. So that's a good opportunity at the end of the phrase to do the wrist float. And then it'll help you get that timing better on the entrance and you won't rush the entrances. Yeah. So can we try that where you kind of sing it in your head as you go along? And then at the end of the phrases, do the wrist float and then go into the next phrase. And that'll help you not to rush and jump on those entrances. Yeah. Let's try it.
Oh, I did do. I keep stretching too far.
All right, reaching because we're in a different hand position, right? And you're thinking, oh, I have to reach for it, but it's right there. Yeah. Yeah, so let's try that again.
I keep on reaching too far.
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. So let's just focus on that element, the reaching too far, and stretching too far. So with our fingers that we're just like spreading too much. Yeah. So just isolate where that happens and let's just drill that spot. So take like one measure or two measures, and we're just going to drill that. Okay, did that feel better? Yeah, nice, awesome. Yeah, so sometimes when we start focusing on a different technique or aspect of the piece, we'll go, oh, now I'm messing up this other thing that I wasn't messing up before. And that's a common experience. It's not our favorite, but it happens quite a lot. So sometimes you just have to be patient with yourself and go, all right, I was focusing on that, and I'm going to focus on this. And we just keep progressing forward. So those couple things are things that we're going to work on in this piece for this week, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Yeah,
Awesome, good. Do you want to do the whole piece one more time from the top, or do you want to go on to a
yes.
different one?
I want to do the whole thing from the top.
Let's do it. Whole thing from the top. Okay. Good. How'd that feel?
Good.
Excellent. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. So, yeah, I thought that time was the best time through today, for sure. Awesome. Good. It came together a lot better. Nice. All right. Yeah. So going through it one more time made everything connect that we were working on. Beautiful. All right. So, do you want to maybe look at one of our pieces in our classics book? Um, like, do you want to look at our Wagner piece or maybe our Haydn, Franz Joseph Haydn piece? Which one would you like to look at? So, yep, it's your purple one with Beethoven on the cover with his gray curly hair. Rocking it out at the piano. It's gonna be you someday when you're
I
older.
accidentally grabbed two of them. This.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got your technique book and your classics book. Yeah, they're both purple. Yeah, so which of the classical pieces do you want to try?
Um,
The London Symphony, the Bridal Chorus. What do you think?
the trumpet voluntary.
Trumpet voluntary. Okay, let's do that one. Absolutely. All right, love it. So we're gonna dive into one of the harder ones. Love it. All right, so great. So why don't you go ahead and show me where it's at, and then we're gonna go from there. So what do we look at first? We look at hand position. We look at our time signature, how many beats per measure, um, we look at things like what note is starting first, right or left hand, what finger number should that be. So just look through it first, process, and then I want you to give it a whirl, and I'm going to listen, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Wait. It says E. Oh, on the left hand. Wait. What does that mean? Don't you?
So
Doesn't
where
that
is our
mean
left hand position?
right here
So what's your
next to the
starting
middle C?
pitch for that left hand, the first note you play?
B.
And then what finger number is on that B?
My thumb.
Okay, your thumb. So that means your thumb is on B, your pointer finger, your two finger is going to be A, third finger, middle finger is on G, F, and E. So remember, this one was one where you were wanting to play the E's all up in the right hand, but where some of those E's need to be in that left hand.
Well, sometimes I usually use my ring finger for B, but I also use my thumb.
Yeah, so remember this isn't middle C position and it's also not regular C position. Okay? So we have to pay attention um, to which fingers are on what notes. Yeah. And if it's higher or lower. Another thing last time that we met was sometimes the G's, knowing whether it was right or left hand as well. Sometimes you were wanting to put it in the other hand. So just pay attention to, is it with the bass clef at the bottom for the left hand, or is it in the treble clef at the top for your right hand? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
great.
All done.
Yeah. Okay, nice. All right. So, does that feel okay there now? You know what to do with
Mm-hmm.
it? You feel more
Mm-hmm.
confident now?
Yes.
All right. So, I want to hear the whole thing from the beginning to the end.
Mm.
Nice. Yeah, I think this one definitely has made progress since our last lesson. Good. So what with this one are going to be your main things that you focus on practicing with this one this week?
The notes. Oh, yeah, the notes.
Yeah, we're still just learning the piece. So the notes, the rhythms, our fingerings. That might be something to write in for yourself. Write in what your fingerings are. So write in like this note should be this finger number, right? And remember, your thumbs are always one, and we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Your pinkies are always five. So your thumbs are always one, pinkies always five. Um, so that might be a good thing to do is write in those finger numbers for yourself. Do you think that would be helpful? Yeah. So
Yes.
maybe add that to your practice this week, okay? Sound good? Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, excellent work today. What was maybe your favorite thing we worked on today? The number one thing that was the most fun?
The trumpet voluntary
Yeah,
thingy.
you like learning the new piece. Oh, that's awesome. Love it. That's great. Are you still, I'm curious, are you still trying doing a little bit of improvisation? Um, are you
Mm,
still coming up with your own melodies and things that you're writing yourself?
yes.
Yeah. So I know that we had kind of stepped away from writing your own pieces for a little bit, but I would love to get back into that. I think that was something that seemed like really enjoyable and like it was really enjoyable and rewarding for you. So I'd love to do a little bit more of that in the future, especially now that you are uh, doing more challenging things so we can incorporate more into the pieces that you write, like with playing multiple notes at the same time and having, some of those chords in there, for instance, or playing in different hand positions. So I think that would be a really fun thing to start working back in again. Yeah? You like that idea? Yeah. So you can get a lot of good ideas from improvisation. So go ahead and try just like doodling around on the piano and come up with fun ideas. And then when you come up with an idea you really like, we take that idea and then we turn it into a full piece. Okay? So maybe try to come up with one or two ideas, themes that we're going to, musical themes that we're then going to build on in our next session. Okay? All righty. Well, I hope you have a good evening. Nice work today. Did you have fun? Yeah, you seem like you might be a little bit tired this week, but it did not affect your piano. You did great. Are you feeling a little tuckered out? Time to get some good rest and get ready for school tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I will plan to see you next week, okay? So keep up that good practice. All
Okay.
right. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. Have a good night.